Would you just look at all these books? What she wants, what he wants. Right brain sex? The 1 hour orgasm? Well, today, we are going to put the books away because the experts we're about to meet prefer to show and tell. And what they have to show is absolutely, completely crazy and fun. And it's something to think about for sex in the 90s. Hot, sexy, safe sex. All next, right here on The Maury Povich Show. Well, all this month we are looking at sex in the 90s, but what's actually going on inside America's bedrooms, I don't really know if we know what's going on inside. For instance, has AIDS turned men and women off to lovemaking? Well, not according to my guests today, because they say that people are more hot and bothered like never before. Please, everyone, meet Susie Landolfi. She owns, can you imagine this? A store called Condomania, a chain of condom stores across the country which sells everything from glow-in-the-dark condoms to condoms that taste like chocolate. Also meet Barry Zak. Barry has a bag of tricks. He has bikini condoms, cucumbers and vibrators. He teaches everyone from teens to prostitutes about safe sex. And also meet Dr. Pat Allen, a psychotherapist and comedian. How about that? Huh? Who talks to sold-out crowds in West Hollywood, California on love and sex. Now, Susie, before we talk about great sex, I guess we have to talk about making condoms erotic, right?
Well, we do, except that you can't make a condom erotic if you can't even go into a drugstore and buy one. And the trouble is we're having intercourse too early in relationships. That's why we're having trouble with eroticizing it. I think we need to look at our own private parts. We need to know where our orgasms are. Do not leave home without them. And I think, no, that's important. We need to know exactly more about our partner. So before we even start with the condom...
I mean, wait a second. I mean, what you...
He's having trouble.
You said a lot here.
I did. And
I just have to back up. I mean, are you saying Joe meets Susie and the first thing he asks her is about, well, how's your orgasm?
I think what I'm saying is that you're absolutely right. We don't maybe do it that way in terms, but we do need to be able to communicate honestly with our partner.
And that means before we get into the bedroom.
That's
or
right.
the dining room or the kitchen.
So we should be talking about condoms early on?
Absolutely. And I mean, part of the things we're talking, I mean, a condom, all a condom is a barrier. As far as communication, what we're talking about is that we bring it up, we talk about it, and it's not...
Barry.
What?
This is safe hand.
I mean, there are gloves.
So, in other words, this is a discussion that should be going on. Guys should be putting this on...
Look at Maury's having trouble.
Well, you know what? Maybe... what I hear a lot from men is that their penises are too big.
What?
They're really, you know.
Wrapped around the leg.
Normally,
who you been talking to?
I'm serious. Normally, when a man says to me why they don't use condoms, a million excuses. And one thing that I talk about...
Can you take this? Can you take this?
Wait, where are you? Come here.
Look at this. Her face is as red as her coat.
Let him finish.
I mean, her face is as red as her coat.
Well, see, then
Wait a
still
second.
some men...
Back up. What were you trying? I mean, this is a sight gag. What were you trying to do?
Well, some men think that their penises are too big. So one thing that I do is I talk about putting it on, talk about proper condom use, and then after I do that, I blow it up. If you still think your penis is too big...
Right. There's a problem.
There's an 800 number you can call.
By the way, we have right here a condom with a ruler on it, okay? It goes from teeny weeny to farm animal, okay? So, and I think what we're saying here is that people are looking for excuses not to learn and to be comfortable about condoms. And we're trying to say, you can learn how to be comfortable. You won't be comfortable the first time.
You know,
You will get better.
This is very interesting. Because those of us...
Lollipop? Anyone?
I think that the teenagers, if they're comfortable with them, if their parents are comfortable telling them. I have a 16-year-old boy who was going away last summer, and I brought him down into my bathroom, and I opened up the medicine chest, and I said to him, they're there, and you use them. He sees that we use them, and there's no reason that he shouldn't.
How do we know that he uses them?
Well, I don't. It's not. I'm telling him that he should. And
Have you taken him to the store to show him?
Yes.
Have you shown him the different styles, the different way to use them?
Well, no, I haven't shown him the different styles, but he knows that they're there. I don't think that I know the different styles.
But I want to thank you because you're going about it right. You're happy with the way you're doing this with your son.
Yes, I think it's important.
Okay.
We have one other thing, Maureen.
But are we doing with that?
Are you ready?
Do you need some help?
Okay. Do I need some help? Absolutely. This is called a bikini condom. Now, we did request that they change the color. Bikini condom.
What do
we
we
said
need
the color's not good. It needs to be, but I just want to show you how this works here. 1 second. Now, Arsenio Hall, eat your heart out. Best dressed right here, okay? The penis will push this part of the latex up into the vagina. Now, the whole vulva area is all covered with this. This is actually a quite safe condom.
Is anybody buying that?
Huh? A few. It's got a little bit of sort of aesthetic flaw, but it does not have any sort of flaw in terms of its use. It's a good condom.
And the next step is this is the vaginal pouch, the vaginal condom, which it fits just like a uterus.
A diaphragm.
Like
Yeah,
a
but you
diaphragm.
know, don't many women say, hey, in the time you took a precaution instead of me?
That's a very, very good point, and that's why we have to look at this time period as an opportunity for communication, because that opens up the door.
What I say to you ladies is before you let the magic wand in, you better negotiate the carrier. How many women in the audience have had sex at some time in their life with somebody who was great sexually, but you didn't like him? You know what I mean?
Okay.
And the men, too? Could we have a little...
Did you ladies know that our God has created us, that we produce a chemical called oxytocin in our brain that once we have a magic wand that turns us on, we get addicted to it, and we often end up with stinkers who are taking care of their magic wand, but not us.
Yeah.
So watch out. Do not have casual sex unless you've negotiated long-term values, whether they're monogamous or polygamous, and how continuous you're going to be. You don't want to be turned
Well,
on.
we're going to pause. We're going to pause and talk about that in our next segment, because I want to talk about, is it possible to have casual sex in the 90s? And we're going to do that, but I want this lady to finish off here.
No, what I was just going to say is that when you were saying before is both parties should be responsible and use birth control, not just say, okay, it's the guy, you use it, I've been using it now. Both use it, I mean, because it doesn't hurt to have double protection. Not just one person can be responsible.
Plus, it's empowering you. It's giving you power.
Yeah.
And that's what women need more of. We need to feel more powerful in our lives.
Now, when we come back, the 90s, casual sex, do they mix after this?
I can't keep a secret. So when I heard Lipton Recipe Soup Mix changed its name to Lipton Recipe Secrets because it makes terrific recipes, I had to tell Joan.
They did more than change the name. Now there's a new flavor, savory herb with garlic, made specially for chicken. I couldn't keep that to myself.
We love chicken. And those herbs, a touch of garlic, makes any chicken taste... well, see for yourself.
Lipton Recipe Secrets, the secret worth passing around.
Introducing the new wave in air freshening. Airwick Airwaves, the advanced air freshening system. Turn it on.
Turn it on.
Turn it up.
Turn it up.
Way up.
Way up.
Turn it down.
Turn it down.
Way down.
Way down.
Turn it off. Slip in a refill for freshness that goes on and on. Airwick Airwaves. Electric, refillable, adjustable.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
Turn it down for just the right amount of freshness all around. Completely adjustable Airwick Airwaves, the advanced air freshening system.
Pregnancy prevention is nothing new, but has always been controversial. Join us for a series of reports on the history, methods, and objections surrounding birth control tonight on TV 10 News.
We've worked very, very hard to develop a team of people that really care about the customer. It's great to see when a person in service runs outside in the rain to help somebody put on their windshield wiper blade, or the customer that comes in that just bought a car and they go out and they put their license plate on for them. It's just the attitude that our people have here at Giles. It's a team attitude, and everybody wants to see the dealership to be successful, because if we're successful, it's going to make them successful.
The Boiling Point, serving the best boiled crabs, the largest shrimp, and the freshest fried seafood. Enjoy good food at the Boiling Point Restaurant, Highway 90, 2 miles past La Triomphe.
Help keep a needy child or teen warm this winter. Donate a new or light new coat to Coats for Kids at any branch of First National Bank, 1 Hour Martinizing, or participating McDonald's of Acadiana.
Share backstage one-on-one with me, Maury Povich. In a rare interview, she talks about her passion for younger guys,
I'm too old to waste time with fantasy.
about her superstar image,
I've had a glamorous life, but I'm not that interested in it anymore.
and about the special kids she's dedicated her life to.
They know that I don't care what they look like.
Share one-on-one and only on the next Maury. You think they've been at the adult section of the video stores back there, my staff? I mean, what have they been doing, huh? Anyway, you were basically saying that I had absolutely no relationship to the last segment that we just did.
No, well, all of these condoms are here, and I just noted that you're probably not using them these days.
Okay.
You know...
Is casual sex a thing of the past? I mean, think about this. Or are people still having one-night stands? I mean, he almost says AIDS, 90s, one-night stand. No, can't be.
Oh, I think they are. I think they are, because we haven't really changed our behavior as much as we'd like to think. We're talking more about it. Again, we haven't changed our attitudes. So I do think people are still having one-night stands, and not enough people are practicing safer sex during those one-night stands. And I think of the word one-night stand. Doesn't it sound very limiting right from there? It sounds very quick, very unsatisfying in many, many ways.
What happens if, according to some people, you're just fulfilling your fantasy for this one night?
I have a theory about fantasies. I think you can have 10 times better fantasies with someone that you know, someone that you can communicate with. I mean, I think when you've been with someone a long time and you have a great communication with them, and I'm not saying some people aren't having a great sexual experience by just meeting someone and going through that, but I'll tell you, I still don't think it's the best sexual experience.
A lot of one-night stands are really people under the influence of alcohol. There are a lot of people waking up all over the country terrified of who they just had sex with, right?
That's a critical point when we talk about being prepared, being ready, whether it's a one-night stand or whether it's a long-term relationship. I mean, we're talking about sexually transmitted diseases, talking about HIV disease. It's critical to understand what alcohol and alcohol and drugs, the role they play in, one, knowing how to use a condom. I guess first off, being prepared, knowing how to use a condom, and then using it properly.
That's right.
First thing you've got to do, though, is talk.
That's right.
That's what I was going to say. The most important thing should be your relationship with the person, because if sex is supposed to be an enjoyable thing, which it is, you want to not be worried about whether you're going to get a disease from this person or whether you're going to end up pregnant in 9 months. You want to know, this is a person you care about. You should talk about this before it even happens. You should talk about having sex.
And the nice thing is...
Making love. That's different. Having sex and making love are two different things. How many people know the difference?
Well, why can't you do both at the same time?
No. It's
oh,
the
now,
intent.
wait a minute.
When you're having
you
sex,
can have
it's the body.
You
You've
can
met
have
somebody.
Hot, torrid, sweaty sex.
I understand
and be
that.
in love at the same time.
I appreciate that, except when two bodies meet. How many people have met that body you're going to take home? You don't care who it's married to or whatever. The problem is there's responsible and irresponsible. When people are into what Goldberg calls fusion sex, anybody ever experienced?
No.
Whammo.
Yeah.
When people meet.
Well, that's,
if they meet.
hopefully it's every night with
and
a
if
married
they meet,
couples,
I
right?
understand that, except we're talking about people that are out here. Not everybody's married and not everybody's in a relationship. There are times when people meet and they really are chemically. Maybe they've met in an airport and they go off. The only thing that you've really got to remember is, one, I'm having sex, I'm not making love. I've got to do it as safe as possible, and there are all kinds of ways to have safe sex today. So people are having casual sex, but responsible casual sex means you're not out of your mind with alcohol or drugs, and you've chosen to do it. Then you can decide to make
There was
it
a
love.
time period when HIV disease, when sexually transmitted diseases were out of chance. Today, it's choice.
That's right.
Okay, I'm in college, and a lot of my friends, when they have casual sex, it's always with someone they know. It's not as if they just go to a bar and pick somebody up. It's always like they'll be
Well,
at a party,
what happens if
and
somebody
they know
meets,
the person.
But what happens if when they meet a new person? In other words, if you ask Sally, your girlfriend, where were you? Oh, I met this new guy.
Well, if it's with my friends, it's usually, you know, they'll give them the phone number or whatever, and they'll like go out a couple of times, and then it happens.
Right.
You know, there's a
Right.
way to figure this out, too, that can help you give. I agree with Pat. There are ways that you should be thinking. If I can't say what it is I want, how I want it, and where I want it, verbally, I'm not ready to want it. If I can't tell my partner what it is I want to do, how I want to do it, and where I want to do it, I'm not ready to do it. And if you say, I'm just too embarrassed to say that, then we should be too embarrassed to do that act.
All right, let me go on further here about the social habits of your friends. Do you,
He's getting into
here,
this.
right. Okay. Well, all of you turn your backs. I mean, do you talk to the guys and say, hey, I mean, we want safe sex here. We want condoms used. We want.
Well, okay, if it's out at a bar and you're meeting your friends out there, a lot of times in the bathrooms they have the condom dispensers in there already. But a lot of other times, it seems like the guys usually do have them.
Do your friends buy condoms for guys? Because if a guy comes in.
Some of them do. My friends that live by themselves, have their own apartments, do. But my friends that live at home with their parents, I would say that generally they don't.
Well, let's ask a general question.
And you can't imagine your friends having sex without condoms.
Right.
Well, I mean, maybe.
Well, I'll tell you, we have come a long way in a couple of years.
Let's have a show of hands.
Because my last youthful decade, my last single decade, the 80s, which Susie, by the way, you say, yeah, there was a lot of sex in the 80s, but it wasn't good?
It wasn't great sex. Not everybody had great
Wait
sex
a
in the
minute,
80s. That's not true. Do you know what we lie about most besides our taxes is our sex lives? We have faked more orgasms than we have anything else in this whole world.
Wait a minute. Huh?
There's nothing wrong with faking orgasms.
Oh,
There's nothing wrong with it. I want you to know, if you ladies and you guys, you've been with people who did not really get you off. You understand that. I don't see anything wrong with a courtesy fake.
Oh, no! I am definitely against that. Oh.
We'll be back after this. We're going to talk about married people, believe it or not. Married people and what's happening in the bedroom. Next.
MedSource. 3 nights a week, TV 10 brings you reports on the advancing science of medicine. MedSource gives you the knowledge you need to lead a healthy life. Hello, Acadiana. This is Hoyt Harris. Here's a preview of our next report. The Bogalusa Heart Study is one of the largest ongoing studies researching risk factors for heart disease in children. We'll tell you about some of the study's findings.
That's tonight on TV 10's MedSource, only at 6 on Eyewitness News.
My mother would have a fit if she thought I wasn't using a detergent and a fabric softener for my dirtiest clothes. But why mess with these things when Ultra Bold does the job of both? It's the only concentrated detergent and softener in one. See? Super clean and super soft. With Ultra Bold, I don't need a detergent and a softener. I just keep them around in case Mom drops by, which is always right about...
Ultra Bold. Clean, soft, and simple.
Mom, what a surprise.
So I send you to sleep
Still the king of romance, City Productions presents An Evening with Engelbert Humperdinck. One show only, Thursday, November 19th at the Hyman Performing Arts Center. Experience Engelbert Humperdinck in an intimate theater presentation.
Can make you stay with me. I doubt myself if you.
Engelbert Humperdinck, Thursday, November 19th at the Hyman Performing Arts Center. Tickets on sale now at all Ticketmaster locations.
If you've been waiting for the right time to make your furniture purchase, this is it during a fall clearance sale at Jerry's Furniture in Eunice. Yes, you can save hundreds of dollars on Lazy Boy recliners, Sealy and Serta bedding, on dining and bedroom furniture. You'll find tremendous savings on one of the largest and finest selections of living room furniture in this area. If that's not enough, Jerry's Furniture will give you 12 months interest-free financing on all of your furniture and bedding purchases. So now is the time, and Jerry's Furniture is the place for tremendous savings and interest-free financing.
Every year, some children in Acadiana have to face the cold weather without a coat. That's why we're asking you to help keep a needy child or teen warm by donating a new or like-new coat to the TV10 Coats for Kids campaign. Hello, Acadiana. I'm Maria Placer. If you have a coat for a child or teen, please drop it off at any branch of First National Bank in Lafayette, 1 Hour Martinizing, or a participating McDonald's of Acadiana.
Sponsored by FNB, 1 Hour Martinizing, McDonald's, Acadiana Bottling, and TV10.
I mean, seriously, does anyone do it in a hot tub?
Yes. Maury,
You do?
I need to answer.
Susie says, courtesy fakes. I can't let that go by. I gotta say something about courtesy fakes. I just can't stand
I'm a very courteous person. And the way I show respect and courtesy is by not lying to my partner, physically, emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually. I will not fake an orgasm as a courtesy.
Now,
wait, one other thing. I just want to make one other very quick remark. I think that it's about time that we as women stop walking around this earth feeling like walking semen receptacles. I don't need a magic wand to turn me on. I have a wonderful right hand, and when I want to change, I have a great left hand. And I am responsible for my own orgasm, and my partner is responsible for their orgasms, and we can help each other. I don't have to have an orgasm every time I have a sexual experience, but I definitely will be honest with my partner all the time.
And that goes back to just basic communication, and one, feeling good enough about oneself, that you have that self-worth, that you know what your options are, and you can act upon it.
Okay.
I say
brave
that whatever's the most
young man
comfortable
right here.
thing. Pardon?
Well, I want to agree with these two over here saying that it is a lack of communication if you don't tell your partner that you didn't have an orgasm. But, Maury, I've never faked an orgasm, and any
just wait.
Any woman that was ever with me would never fake an orgasm.
Let me ask him a question. Wait.
There's another misconception.
Can I ask you a question?
I think we know the kind of guy he is, right?
No, I'm totally honest.
You're totally honest?
Completely honest.
Oh, yeah, and they've always been completely honest with you, right?
It's not what they say, it's how they act.
Okay, wait. What's the one biological fact that will prove that a woman's having an orgasm? Tell me what it is. One. There's only one biological fact.
Stand up here.
Come on.
I don't know the answer to this question, and I'm a lot older than you are.
He knows. He knows.
Personally, those of you in my age bracket, a fake amongst friends.
Well, what did she say?
helps a
Wait a
lot.
second, Pat. What did you say?
Okay,
What's the biological fact?
One biological fact that will prove that a woman is having an orgasm.
Yes.
The vaginal tract will absolutely contract like this. All the other things we can do and not have an orgasm. Moaning, I can do all of those right now. And
Are you going to tell me that you haven't even exaggerated the moans or
They did all that in
groans?
When
There's
Harry
this
Met
issue
Sally. I mean, they
that
did it during that
only women
movie.
fake orgasms.
No, men can fake
men
them.
fake them.
We can't get off this guy.
No, he's good.
I think if you moan, even if you're moaning louder than you would usual, I think it turns your partner on, and I think it adds to the sexual experience.
I don't see that as a fake moan.
Strong comment there. All right. Now, Pat, I didn't want to interrupt. but we
No,
wanna
I'm
get that
saying that it's very, very nice that we all are rigorously honest, except sex is not a business. It's a communion between human beings that are trying to help themselves as well as their partners. Now, a lot of you are very young, but we in the moving along, men, when they're young, can have orgasms all day with people they don't know and don't care about. But I want you to know that as we get older, and maybe I'm speaking from my generation, people, when you get older, you really do the most loving thing, you see, and that's part of making love.
Okay.
Hi. Yeah, I don't have any trouble with that. None.
I go to college, and my cousin was telling me, like, a sad fact that they had a blood drive at her school, and out of 100 people, 34 of those people was HIV positive. 34% of that blood.
They all were positive on their blood tests.
34%.
That's right. That's a fact.
What?
At your school?
34% for HIV positive.
At your cousin's college. Okay, let's not say the school because we can't actually back that up with any kind of confirmation. But I want to talk about husbands and wives. Here, I want to lay this premise out. Men don't know how to make love.
But they know how to have great sex.
No, but you know what? You're saying it like that's a problem because that somehow they're supposed to be born knowing how to have great intercourse. And let's start saying, when we say making love, we're talking about intercourse here, I assume. Am I correct here? And now, let's first say
but there's more than, I mean,
of
there's
course
more than,
there is.
than
Of
just
course
the
there's
act.
Penetration is not an end of itself. And yet when we talk about sexuality, sexual activity, sexual behavior, it tends that the focus point is on penetration.
The truth of the matter is most women do not respond orgasmically to penetration as much as to the affection and the foreplay and all that goes around. We're horny for affection. You guys are horny for intercourse.
I'm
And
also
when we come together,
horny
we're gonna get
for an
off.
orgasm. I like the affection too. Our orgasms.
This woman is going to get it. I mean,
I hope so.
MasterCard. This holiday, save up to 25% with the Master Values program at dozens of merchants nationwide, only from MasterCard.
Take the time to taste the Welch's. Take the time to roll it round. Savor all that Concord flavor. Let it trickle slowly down.
Welch's Grape Juice. We've spent 100 years getting ready for this moment. So don't rush it. It deserves to be savored.
Take the time to taste the Welch's. So I send you to sleep.
Still the king of romance, City Productions presents An Evening with Engelbert Humperdinck. One show only, Thursday, November 19th at the Hyman Performing Arts Center. Experience Engelbert Humperdinck in an intimate theater presentation.
Can make you stay with me. I doubt myself if you.
Engelbert Humperdinck, Thursday, November 19th at the Hyman Performing Arts Center. Tickets on sale now at all Ticketmaster locations.
It's a fall festival of savings at Walker's Waterbeds. Walker's celebrates with savings like a complete bed, your choice of king or queen, for just $199. Get your choice of either of these fine beds for just $399. You save $250. Plus, you get free sheets and mattress pads. How about this bed for only $499? Save $250. Plus free sheets and mattress pads. Mattress pads are on sale for half price. Lay away now for Christmas. Get fall festival savings on every bed at Walker's Waterbeds, Johnston Street, across from Grand Marché. Walker's Waterbeds.
Excuse me, do you know what your son's favorite group is? Do you know what your son's favorite group is?
Stanley gets the axe.
Rudy broke up with her alleged boyfriend.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Tell her that Stanley makes him go. Kenny is forever.
And speaking of forever...
Of course I want to be married to you.
Okay, when?
When? I mean, what is it with this when question?
Don't dust off my tuxedo.
The Cosby Show, 6:30 Wednesday on TV 10.
tomorrow, one of the most provocative women of our time. Steps off the stage and into our hearts. It's Cher, up close and personal, with a special message that will touch us all tomorrow. Where did we go for these flicks? Where did we get them?
We'll give you all the addresses and names.
I have to agree. I think men are totally misinformed. They think that the only way for women to have an orgasm is with the penis and the vagina. The best orgasms, I have to admit, were foreplay. I wasn't even touched down below.
You're absolutely right.
Really?
Yes.
Now let me tell you this. I mean, if a man, if you told me that, that would kind of turn me on.
It's true.
Isn't that better for you, too?
Yeah. And the communication.
That's right. It's better for both people.
We're communicating on what feels good to us, what doesn't feel good to us, what my needs are, what your needs are, and how do we make that connection?
A great technique you can use is, with your partner, write down on a piece of paper all of the fantasy things you want in your sexual life before the oven turns on and the gate closes. Then let your partner see that and let them create from that list. Now, that's a simple technique that you can do.
Okay. Well, this guy isn't old enough to have a good technique.
He can have great...
That's a you thing.
He can have great fantasies at whatever age.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to agree with that. I think that the biggest turn on is watching your partner get turned on, as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So is he on his way to a healthy, happy sex life?
Absolutely.
Giving, protecting, and cherishing is very, very
How
manly.
old do you think I am?
I'd say you're not a day over 22.
23.
Oh, okay.
Good.
See that? You didn't even have to get on a scale.
I'd like to ask you, how did you become such an expert in this subject?
You know how I became an expert in it? I became my own sex expert because I realized that going to a sex therapist may be good, but I need to be able to go through my own blocks. And I'm going to be real brutally honest here. I was sexually abused as a kid, and I wanted to make sure that I could be sexually proud and confident. So I had to work through my own barriers, and my job now is to only inspire people. I don't have all the answers. I'm still working it out for myself, too, which is important all year long.
Here's one other thing I want to ask before we have this question. So it's okay to have kinky sex?
Oh, I think so, and I think you have to...
And what is kinky?
Well, that's the nice thing about kinky is that you can define it for yourself.
Okay, is what Madonna is doing in her book kinky?
No, that's faking it. Again, she didn't have real sex.
Madonna's manifesting her own fantasies. That's not necessarily
isn't she influencing a lot of people? And maybe it's all right, people think, to go out and do a little S&M, a little chains, a little leather, a little... who
it
knows,
may be
bondage?
okay for them to do that. I think what they need to do is find out how they feel emotionally about all of that before they try to do something physical. And you do it as a step process. You don't go from flannel nightgowns into leather necessarily. Well, sometimes I do, but most of the time you don't. Take it as a step process. Your sexuality is from the time you're born until you die.
Creative kinkiness is that which is fun, playful, it's fantasizing, and it doesn't damage anyone. It has to be responsible to not be pathological.
I understand that you're here to promote safer sex and better health, but I'm an AIDS educator in Philly, and I'm wondering whether by selling lambskin condoms through which HIV can pass through, because it has pores, and by promoting glow-in-the-dark condoms, which give women vaginal infections, you're undermining all of our efforts.
I think it's a very good
including your own.
point that it's not enough just to talk about sex, safe sex, safer sex. There's a whole, debate going which term to use. And it's not enough just to be passing out condoms, because there are two critical issues. One is being prepared, having them with you, and number two is proper use. I want to take this opportunity to talk about proper use.
And while he's doing this, I might add and answer your question that you're absolutely right. When When someone walks into my store and they pick up a lambskin condom and they bring it to the cash register, they are told this is not to be used for HIV protection. We know that. Same with novelties. They're on one wall, the real condoms on the other, and when you come up to that store, we will let you know what these are used for and what they shouldn't be used for. We will also recommend different kinds of condoms for your sexual activity. Go ahead.
And then, talking about proper
You're happy
condom
with that?
use.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm wondering why you sell them in the first place.
Well, because, wait a minute, you're just talking about AIDS. We're trying to stop the other 35 sexually transmitted diseases. They're like ice cream flavors out there right now, right?
The glow-in-the-dark
So you
condoms
can
don't do
use
that.
a 4X condom for something other than HIV. If I've been tested, I've done nothing else risky in my life. Therefore, I don't have to necessarily worry about the AIDS virus in my particular situation. I appreciate what you're doing as an AIDS educator, but please remember there's other means that we need to use for other sort of protection and safe
And there are
sex.
some people who are allergic to latex or allergic to the lubricant or allergic to spermicide. In that case, what we want to do is say maybe buy a natural skin condom, put that one on, and then cover that one. Put on a second condom of latex. Now, I do want to talk about that next step, proper condom use. What we need,
What do you got there?
We need a condom. We need an erect penis. You need to put it on. The problem with the condoms with the reservoir tip, what's the problem with it? When we put it on the penis, what's on the tip?
Air.
Air, and we got to get the air bubbles out. So the proper condom use is pinching the tip of the condom together, putting it on the erect penis, and unrolling it. Now, there's no air bubble in there. Number two, another key component of proper condom use is adequate lubrication. Air bubbles, inadequate lubrication, that condom could rip.
Now,
And I can
if
see
you
by
don't-
the faces here
Why, what
how
are you
many
saying?
people just learned something.
I did.
And roll it all the way
I
to
did
the
with the
pubic hair.
pinching. I mean,
With the
I didn't know
pinching,
about the
getting the air out.
pinching.
That's right.
But the lubricant does what? That prevents the condom from tearing? Is that
Well,
it?
there's different types of lubricants. One, we want to emphasize the use of water-based lubricants. A Vaseline, an oil-based lubricant, breaks down the latex.
It's nice.
Here,
isn't
Susie,
it?
you know what? Something that's real good is you're putting it into the tip of the condom, because then you don't have to worry about getting the air out. And then with that, you put it on, and now that greatly increases the sensitivity to the wearer.
This is called Astroglide. It was
Oh,
developed
come on,
by
we're not
NASA.
going to advertise a particular
Oh, no, it's
product,
not advertised. I
Susie.
just wanted to tell you it was from NASA. NASA, this is where your space
Oh,
money came
that's
from.
what we
That's
did.
what I'm trying to tell you.
That's why we sent guys up in
Exactly.
space.
Do you believe that condoms should be given out in high school at that young of an age?
Not without proper instruction, not without all the other information they need about great sexual choices.
And
And the fact that children can know that they're sexual from the time they're born, and they should also know how to have an orgasm without intercourse.
Why are you asking?
Well, I just think there's two sides to the issue.
Uh-huh. And what's the other side?
Well, there's the side that mentally, are you ready to hear about condoms and have one in your possession?
I think that the two sides is one, working with the reality of the youth today versus those people with values and judgments. And I think when we talk about disease prevention, positive sexual activity, a positive attitude, we have to deal with the reality. The reality is teens, people are having sex. That needs to be our starting point and move forward from there.
We'll be back after this. Are you keeping a secret that is ruining your life and you want to get it off your chest? Call us at 1-800-593-2000.
I can't keep a secret. So when I heard Lipton Recipe Soup Mix changed its name to Lipton Recipe Secrets because it makes terrific recipes, I had to tell Joan.
They did more than change the name. Now there's a new flavor, savory herb with garlic, made specially for chicken. I couldn't keep that to myself.
We love chicken. And those herbs, a touch of garlic, makes any chicken taste... Well, see for yourself.
Lipton Recipe Secrets. The secret worth passing around.
So you want to be a cook? Make it shine.
Fume-free Easy Off is heat activated, so there's no gloves, no harsh fumes.
No smell?
And no grease.
Not bad, kid.
Easy Off, fume-free or heavy duty. The easy way out of a dirty oven.
Deep down inside, we knew it could happen, but I think we're ready for it.
I think it's just we're a little scared. But I believe because of the length of time we've been together and because we know each other so well that we feel that we can face it and that we're prepared.
Can we
I'm
look?
shaking.
Oh, I knew it. Congratulations. You happy?
What's fire engine red, non-electric, and made to pull in the dirt? Guess again. It's the Dirt Devil Sweeper. It picks up little messes quickly and quietly and empties in a snap. And you can store it anywhere. So get the Dirt Devil Sweeper. It always pulls through.
What if you were seriously injured in an accident and now you're coming home? You should know this could go two ways. You could be coming home to staggering medical bills and no paycheck. Or you could be coming home to the financial security this law firm has provided.
Talk to Gano Lemoyne to learn if we can recover money damages for you. From Lafayette and long distance, dial 1-800-725-5000. 1-800-725-5000.
Tan and tone free now till New Year's and get a free Thanksgiving turkey. 25 callers only. The Fitness Resort, 896-0065.
What a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. Well, I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way.
Watch CBS This Morning, weekdays.
I just have a comment to make. The doctor said earlier that there's a difference between having sex and making love, but the outcome is all the same. Unwanted pregnancies, AIDS. The important point to be made is that everybody must protect themselves.
I understand that, except that the process of making love and having sex are human experiences, and we want to have as good a time as possible. And remember, sex is a creation of your mind more than your genitals. What your intent is. There are people who use sex for rape. I mean, you can use sex for a lot of things. So what you do in your mind creates your good sex life.
Your best sexual organs right here.
Susie, are you married? Or?
Yes, I am married.
What are you trying to do, date older women?
Show or something. I want to agree with Dr. Pat over here that I think alcohol abuse has a major effect on one-night stands. And people, I've heard some horror stories, and not me personally, hi, Mom, but I mean, I've heard my friend, you know, he slept with a girl in the morning, had to go through her pocketbook to find out her name from her license. It's incredible. People should be more responsible with drinking and let, you know, again,
We have a terrible alcohol problem, and alcohol does not make us feel less inhibited. It does not make sex better. It does not. It makes us unable to see whether or not we're doing any risk or not. That's what alcohol really does to us. It lowers our ability to discern risk.
What about, we're married a long time, a while. I mean, maybe double...
Like 7 years or
maybe
something.
double, yeah, say 7 years and up.
Okay.
Okay?
And you need a shot of creative kinkiness.
Wait.
There we go. How many people in the audience believe in creative kinkiness?
Well, what does that mean?
Creative kinkiness is where you use your mind to fantasize some non-damaging within your own moral and ethical code.
Give me an example.
And a code, you know what? Wouldn't it be lovely if committable people would take the responsibility for the creative kinky fantasy of the month? Wouldn't it be wonderful, ladies, if our guys got the limo, got
the Book of the
whatever,
Month Club.
swept us out of our office, woomed us and zoomed us down to some wild place and made mad, ravishing love? Or wouldn't it be great if we did that for them?
Yeah.
Everybody in the audience, how many people are
Well, we've got,
in a
wait.
relationship?
Well, this woman wants to address
All
that.
right.
Okay, I'm married 34 years. Just celebrated it.
Good for you.
And, yes, my husband and I put on, you know, different outfits.
Sure.
And when it was
Little Victoria's
time,
Secret or
right,
something like that?
And often when he'd come home, you know, I would just put something special on. Yes, that's why
And
I
what's
think I'm
he doing?
married happily for 34 years.
Does he respond to you?
Of course.
All right.
I think
Is he creative?
I think we're
Is
talking...
he creative for you, too?
That's creative, I feel.
What you're doing and saying is exactly what I'm talking
Yes,
about.
that's what I mean. You can do this.
And
have fun.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think what we're talking about here is that making your sex life important. We don't make it important enough in our lives. It shouldn't be the most important thing, but it's right up there. And keep it important.
Maybe that would be the next health kick.
That's
You
it.
know,
A
jogging.
A good, responsible sex life is enhancing to your mind, your body, and your spirit. A bad sex life, which is one that's irresponsible or with the wrong person, is detrimental to your physical, mental, and emotional health. So either have it the way you want it or don't have it at all.
I have a question for the condom queen.
Title. Now, wait a minute. I have some male friends that think they're the condom queen, so please, don't give me that title yet. And they're my best friends.
Have you ever sold a condom to a customer, and then the customer comes back and tells you that it broke?
Yes, we have had customers come back and say that this did not fit well, this did break. Here's the good news. The good news is that condoms will break, but the good news is if you know more about condoms and you always pull out before your orgasm. See, here's one of the things. We're putting the condom on, thinking it's Tupperware, we can stay in there forever, okay? It's not. We need to be able to use them correctly.
So what are you saying?
The causes of condom failure, no question, is misuse, improper use. If we deal with that air bubble, if we deal with that adequate lubrication, then the effectiveness rate could be as high as 99.9%.
That's right.
And I want to reiterate, lots of people use condoms. I mean, we're talking about behaviors here. It could be men who have sex with men, men who have sex with women, women who have sex with women, and women who have sex with men. It goes, all we're talking about here is barrier protection. And to me, it makes no difference who's doing what, but to inform everybody how to do it properly.
And a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back.
Like a thunderbolt out of the blue, it's the Brown's Furniture Company Super Sale. A wholesale removal of over $8 million worth of top-quality furniture and appliances from all 6 Brown stores. Hurry, take your choice of any Lazy Boy rocker or recliner. Pay only half price, $20 holds any chair until Christmas. These great 40-inch tall brass baker's racks are now just $9 each. Buy this 2-speed Whirlpool automatic washer for $2.97. Wholesale removal prices on everything at Brown's in Alexandria, Bunkie, Ville Platte, Opelousas, Brooklyn, and Franklin.
So I send you to sleep.
Still the king of romance, City Productions presents An Evening with Engelbert Humperdinck. One show only, Thursday, November 19th at the Hyman Performing Arts Center. Experience Engelbert Humperdinck in an intimate theater presentation.
Can make you stay with me. I doubt myself if you...
Engelbert Humperdinck, Thursday, November 19th at the Hyman Performing Arts Center. Tickets on sale now at all Ticketmaster locations.
How do I make my living? I kick footballs for a living. Doesn't matter what you do, as long as you work hard. I work hard and I need refreshment. Lots of stuff says that it's refreshing. You know what I found? New Nautilus. 2 small calories. Thirst quencher. Puts back what I burn up, and it tastes great. Nautilus, it's the only thirst quencher that works as hard as you do. Give it a shot.
Register to win a football and sports bottle autographed by Martin Anderson. Win cases of Nautilus Thirst Quencher. Look for Martin's Nautilus display in stores near you and register. A new winner each week.
If you think a Sun Belt championship and the second round of the NCAA tournament are as good as it gets, think again. USL season tickets are on sale now. Call 231-6329, because you ain't seen nothing yet.
In the past, we of Louisiana have said, laissez les bon temps rouler, let the good times roll. But what lessons does this teach our children? 25% of Louisianians smoke. Juvenile crimes were up. Drug abuse was increasing among kids. And our children were dying in record numbers in alcohol-related accidents. Something needed to be done for the sake of our children, our state, and our future. That something is DARE. DARE teaches kids to never take drugs and encourages them to realize their goals in life. For our kids, drug abuse resistance education.
Share backstage one-on-one with me, Maury Povich. In a rare interview, she talks about her passion for younger guys.
I'm too old to waste time with fantasy.
About her superstar image.
I've had a glamorous life, but I'm not that interested in it anymore.
And about the special kids she's dedicated her life to.
They know that I don't care what they look like.
Share one-on-one and only on the next Maury. You didn't get it either, right? Because I didn't either.
I'm a little confused. Are you saying that the man should withdraw during ejaculation?
Yes, just before ejaculation. Because I know it's tough. But I'm going to tell you something. If you're worried about extra protection, you want extra protection, then you definitely should withdraw just before ejaculation. Because if the condom breaks, you still have most or all of your protection.
And there's a whole spectrum here. I mean, we talked about, mentioned earlier about using...
But by the way, when you pull out,
yes,
you're supposed to stay out?
Well, have your orgasm first, by all means.
But
don't interrupt that.
Outside. You're saying
outside the body. Have it outside the body.
Wear the condom and have an orgasm outside.
Outside.
No, and I'm saying is that there's a spectrum of risk here. Right. And what I want to encourage, if people are concerned about the condom breaking, put on two.
What I'd like to know is, you're doing all this double bagging and you're wondering which jelly to use and you're wondering to get the air out. Don't you kind of get out of the mood?
Ah.
You know, that's an interesting question because, you know, it's interesting. Since I have slowed down in my life and I've been designing my sexual experiences with my husband, no, we stay in the mood. Now we're looking at protection, but also decoration. I'm learning more about him and his sensation because I'm slowing down, because I'm talking to him. No, I don't think it gets us out of the mood. I think it's our attitudes about them first. We have to get used to it. I'm not saying you're going to be able to eroticize this tomorrow or tonight. But if you keep playing with it, you keep talking, it will work.
The interesting thing about creative kinkiness is that we think of kinkiness as being the machines and all of the other things. But these things down here can be sexual toys, just as. Anything you do here requires taste, touch, smell, see, and hear. And in your mind, if you see it as a pleasurable participation, you're going to have fun with it.
Yes.
It's your mind.
I would like to add that I've just celebrated my 25th anniversary with my husband.
Congratulations.
And a lot of people in my generation are not able to do that for one reason or another. And I think it is a state of mind as well as a physical act. And I would suggest using candles.
Ooh, I love that. Keep the lights on. Don't do anything in the dark.
We'll be back in a moment after this.
If you would like to join Maury in the studio audience, then call or write for free tickets. It's the Maury Povich Show, 221 West 26th Street, New York, New York, 10001. Or call 212-989-3622.
Call me nuts, call me lazy. This kind of workout is just plain crazy. Don't fill me up with expectations. I got what I want, so imitation. Fall in. Just give me what the doctor ordered. Pepper. Just what the doctor ordered. Just give me a Dr. Pepper. We want it. Whoa, just what the doctor ordered. The taste of sage and water. We love it. Woo. Whoa, just what the doctor ordered.
When your doctor writes your prescription, you can't fill it for less money anywhere in town than at the real Superstore. Simply because we make sure our prescription prices are cheaper. Cheaper than every major drugstore in Lafayette. We're so sure the real Superstore is cheaper on prescriptions, we even guarantee it. Find a lower price, we'll give you triple the difference in cash.
Switch your prescription to the cheap prices of the Real Superstore Pharmacy, and we'll handle all the details free.
Jimi Hendrix. Cream.
With black curtains.
Iron Butterfly. Classic rock from Time Life Music. It's the whole history of rock in one collection.
Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love?
Start with the hits of 1968. Janis Joplin. So call now to get 21 classic rock hits from 1968 on your choice of compact disc or cassette for the special price of $9.99. Here's how to order.
To order, call 1-800-237-1551. That's 1-800-237-1551. Or send just $9.99 for one cassette or one compact disc plus $3.50 shipping and handling to the address shown on your screen.
The Fleetwood Excellence Award is voted on by you, the customer, and presented only to those dealers who receive the highest customer satisfaction rating. Kite Brothers RV Center in DeRidder is proud to have been chosen for this most prestigious award. Others talk about service and customer satisfaction, but at Kite Brothers, our Circle of Excellence Award explains why we've been in business for over 30 years. For the finest in RV sales and service, visit your Fleetwood Circle of Excellence Award winner, Kite Brothers RV Center in DeRidder, Louisiana.
Tomorrow, one of the most provocative women of our time steps off the stage and into our hearts. It's Cher, tomorrow.
Guests of the Maury Povich Show stay at the Lowe's New York Hotel, offering the finest in comfort, service, and value. Conveniently located in the heart of Manhattan.
Okay, Pat, you tell your clients what?
I want to give you one thing. Change all of your senses, but shut your mouth. I want you to get incensed oil, hot water, candles, and nonverbal music. The rule is don't talk. It makes you human. Get to your animal and have fun.
All right.